what is in front of you. This means with week 1, you must have at least 3 clients, because there's no half a client, and then 3 dream clients that you've identified. These are not people that you need to speak to. These are people you just need to identify and say, I'd like to work with so-and-so. I'd like to work with so-and-so. I'd like to do this for so-and-so. And that starts with family, friends, and fools, right? So family is your family. Friends, your friends. Fools is anyone who's foolish enough to give you a chance without any proof, right? So that's where we're going. So we're going tomorrow to show you how to get to the fools, because family, friends, that should be easy. You just don't speak to them directly. But tomorrow we're going to show you how to easily find all the fools that you need in order to satisfy this, right? So that's the first thing. So which means you're going to come week 1, you must have 3 at least. Come week 2, you must have 5. Week 3, you must have 8. Week 4, you must have 10, right? So that's basically the rule. And if possible, if you can get all 10 in one day, that will be better, because that will put that aside, and then you're off to the next stage of the program. So that's step number 1. That's the first goal that we have. We need to identify 10 people we'd like to work with, 10 people we'd like to do something for, we'd like to do websites for. So that's the first thing. The second goal that we are all going to be chasing is to be able to create 10 times 10 key websites for these people. So we're going to identify these people, and then we're going to learn web design by actually creating the websites for them, right?
Yeah.
So once we've created those 10 websites, remember, you're going to have all the support you need in order to do this. You're going to have all the tools, and you have all the training material already ready for you to do this. And we said, if you've got a good structure and everything, which we're going to teach you in the next section. So in the next session, you're even going to get a form, which is a content gathering form, which you're going to use when you're putting together the information from all the social media accounts and so on. And so that you've got a form that you're working with when you're now coming to create the website. So you could literally fill in all those 10 forms from all your clients, and then come back to the stage of just making website and just focus on that. Or you could fill in one client at a time and then build the website to build your confidence and see how it works, then go to the next client and so on. So it's all up to you how you choose to work it, right? And then thirdly, once we've done this stage, you are going to have to set appointments. You're going to get a basic sort of letter or script that you can modify to your own feeling, but this is fine. And you're going to use that. To make your appointments with those people. But it's really something that says, here, I made this for you type thing. And do you have time for me to discuss it with you? How does it work and so on? Because what you're trying to do here is not to be selling to people, but if you were to go to a friend of yours or to a family member of yours and say, I'm part of this program, I'm learning web design, and I've decided to use your company as an example, and here's what I've created, would you like to see it? Chances are that person will want to see that. So that's really what we're chasing. Then once that person is willing to see it, that's when we say, okay, fine, such and such a time, here's the link, look at it, and we can discuss it, even maybe via WhatsApp, whatever the point may be. And then once you've done that, that's when you're going to then reveal to them, okay, this is what we've got, but it's just a job that I did as a project for school, so it's going to get deleted, right? But you do have 1 month, if you like it, for you to claim it. And the only way to claim it is for you to pay 800 rands for the hosting for a year, right? So that's basically the choice a person has. And if that person pays that 800 rands, you explain to them that it gives them 1 month of change requests. So from whatever you had created for them in advance, they've got 1 month to submit whatever changes they might want. Maybe they might want you to change the pictures you use. They might want you to change the wording, whatever it is. Then they've got a full month to do that, and then they can keep their website, right? So that's the concept of the plan. So you're going to learn how to. You're gonna need to reach out to at least 3 people first week, and so on, basically, to a total of 10 people by the end of the 4 weeks, right? To say, here's what I've made for you. And yeah, I'd like just a chance to discuss it. So the next goal that you're going to be checking is the actual presentations, to actually say, I've actually had the presentation that I set out with such and such a client, and this was the feedback that I got. So this is very important, because this is how you're going to grow. It's when you're speaking to that person that you're saying, the reason why I'm speaking to you is so that I can get to what do you think about the project, and also what would you improve? Do you have any ideas of what could make it better, right? So once you've got that, I believe that if you had to have 10 times feedbacks from different clients, you will know something about web design at the end of this project, right? And then the final part is revenue end. So we spoke about the $4,000. We spoke about the $4,000, and this is now we're coming down to it and saying, how is this revenue supposed to come to you? So you've got your first. So revenue earnable is literally something that's going to show you if you're on the right track as far as are you going to make the goals? Because, for example, in your first week, you might not have even one website that's completed. Therefore, you would not have made anything. But this is what you're going to need to do, and I need you to kind of see this with me. So let us assume that in week 1, you make 2 websites. Yeah? Sorry,
Yeah.
you identify 2 dream clients. And let's assume that in identifying 2 dream clients, you are able to make 2 websites for those dream clients. And you are able to set 2 appointments. Yeah? And you are able to make 2 presentations. So let's say you don't make any presentations. Yeah? So it's 2, 2, 2, and no presentation. So what you're going to do, you're going to say 2 plus 2 plus 2 is equal to 6. Yeah? And then you're going to say 6 times 100, as you see here. Yeah? And then the revenue earnable is going to be 600. So what this tells you then is that even though you cannot have presented because you have not finished creating the websites, what you need to have done in the first week maybe is to find more dream clients, because ultimately the total here must always be 1,000 or more. Does this make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So this would mean that if you were to find, say, 4 dream clients, that's already 4 times 100, that's 400. And then if you were to make 2 websites out of those 4, then that would be 6 now, 4 plus 2. And then if you were to set 2 appointments, that would then be 8. And then if you were to present to 2 people within the same week, then that would be 1,000, you would have won. But if the total number that comes here by the end of the week is less than this one, which is the 1,000, that's a very good sign that you're not going to make the quota. Is everyone understanding what I'm trying to explain here?
Mm-hmm.
Zandile?
Not really. Can you please come again?
All right. Zandile?
I lost you.
Zandile, basically what we're saying here is that only something that is tracked can be improved. If you don't track something, you can't improve it because you don't even know how well you're doing at it, right? So this is a scorecard, and it's meant to track your progress towards the goal of 4K in 4 weeks. So what we do is we weight each action you're supposed to take, we weight it by 100, which means you're supposed to get in each week 2.5 dream clients, which is because for you to make 10 clients in 1 week, you have to get at least 2.5, which in this case is 3 clients because there's no 2.5, right? So we're saying, Wuti, by the end of this week, you must record here that I have 3 clients that I identified as people that I want to do something for this week. And then By the end of this week, you must say, out of the 3 clients that I identified, here are the 3 websites that I've made for them, right? And then now that would be 3 plus 3, that's 6. And then you can say, I am setting appointments with all of those, and these are the appointments that I was able to win out of. So let's assume which out of the 3 people, you were able to set 2 appointments, but you did not get a 3rd appointment, right? So the last one would be now 3 plus 3 is 6, plus 2 is 8. And then let's say that you make those 2 presentations. Then you are well on track. 1,000 ARCO is clocked, which is earnable revenue. So it means you have a good chance that you're still going to earn the revenue you're supposed to earn. But if, for example, your numbers are 1, 1, 1, 1, right? Then that's basically you've got a 4/10 chance to meet your goals. Am I making sense, Sandy?
Yes, yeah. I'm following.
Okay. So this is what you're going to use to see that you are on track. You're going to be able to achieve the goal that you've set for yourself. So this means that even if you were to end up in the first week not creating any website whatsoever, right? But if you found 10 dream clients, you still have 10 times 100, and it still makes up to 1,000. Does this make sense? And then you're leaving yourself time for next week not to worry about finding clients, but you're now worrying about creating websites only. Right? Unati, is this making sense?
It does.
Does it?
It makes sense. Yeah.
All right, cool.
So sorry, I have one question though. Where do we find clients?
The next step, which I suspect is going to be 2 days from now. So we're going to skip tomorrow, and then it's going to be that day. Because there's only going to be 4 lessons here, really. This is the first one. There's only going to be 4 of them, and then you're done with anything that has to do with lessons. So the next lesson is going to be about exactly that, how to find clients. Triple M and I, he actually swindled me into telling him how to do that, and he's done it now already. But you will find out in that session, right? But you're not going to need to go anywhere. It's all going to be something you're doing on your computer.
Okay.
So yeah, so don't worry about that part. You'll be told exactly how to get that done.
No problem.
But are you clear about this scorecard and how to use it?
Yes, I'm clear.
All right. So the whole idea is let's keep the revenue earnable not below the 1,000. Otherwise, we're gonna have a problem, right? In whatever you do, because yes, come Zandile. Zandile, you can unmute.
Oh, all right. Thank you so much. I don't know if I'm taking you back, as this is my first time attending this session. But I want to know what is expected of me, like to be part of this whole thing. Is there a joining fee, or what happens to actually be a person who says I'm going through all of this? Right. Okay. Zandile, we make it's free to be part of the lessons like this. Everyone who's willing, they're part of it. But for you to get the technology, for you to be able to make the website and so on and so forth, there's a cost to that. So there was a cost of, the cost of it is 500 rands, a joining fee, so to speak. But I had made a discount offer at 50%, which takes everything down to 250. So I'd say that hopefully if you are able to join before the end of this week, that is, let's say before Friday, hopefully, then you still get that 250 offer. Oh, okay. Thank you so much. So if I'm interested in joining, I speak to you.
Yes, you can speak to me. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to see to it that I've sent you videos of everything that has been done so far.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. So guys, we're very clear about this concept and how we're going to use the scorecard.
Yeah.
All right. So ultimately, maybe because we still have a bit of time, I can maybe, because I think the most interesting thing or the most fascinating thing for you now is how are you going to get clients? So first, let's first find this out. Apart from Uzandile, is there anyone here who is not set up now? That is, who is not in their control panel and able to see their client area, basically who has not set up their webmaster account?
It's me, not
Hi,
set
it's
up yet.
me. I haven't.
Yes. Oh yes, I remember Unati. We've already got in an agreement with you that after this session of completing your setup, you've already started, right? So so let's be happy. Just 2 seconds, guys. You'll just with you now. Right. So so yes, so Unati will set you up, not a problem. And I would want to say everybody must make sure that they are set up, and we're going to send you this scorecard so that you have it. And ideally, I will also maybe send you a simple lead sheet, which is where you're going to record the people that you're going to be saying, these are the people that I'm identifying as my ideal clients, right? But in any case, that's part of the next lesson, not today's lesson. But I can see that most of you are actually keen on figuring out how to get the clients part. But my advice in any case would be, forget that, we've got it covered. We'll tell you exactly. So please tell them that we showed you how to do it and you did it, and there's no problem.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I came with different ideas, and then you boiled it down, and then you simplified it, and then let's follow the leads. Yeah, you can explain it better. I doubt there's anything in Zoe Chop right for.
I know, I'm just saying, tell them it's possible so they don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's doable, guys. No worries, eh?
Yes, okay. So that's all. So at this point in time, the only thing that you guys need to worry about is to make sure that you're set up. Yeah? Is to make sure that you're set up, that you've got access to your client area, you've access to you know how to set up a client account. And yeah, that's pretty much all you need to worry about at this point. So everybody must make sure that they at least have that, they've gone that far. Otherwise, come the next session, we're going to be breaking down exactly how to figure out who your ideal client should be. And once you've figured out who that ideal client is, how to find that client online. And yeah, it's going to be that easy. It's something, the finding of clients is something you're going to be doing in less than an hour, basically, once we've taught you how to do it. So for now, if there's no further questions as far as this stage is concerned, I would want a situation where we close the meeting.
No, Dagmaluma, that's correct. Now on my side, I'm still cool. So Ngomso ke ngoku, is it 12:02? What do we do about tomorrow?
What I wanted to do now is to space it out and not make it tomorrow, because it takes me a bit of time to edit these and make them ready for everyone who was not in the meeting. Because remember, it's not compulsory for people to attend, because we understand that some people are busy during the very time that we're having these sessions.
Yes.
So now it's very important for them still to get everything before we continue to the next step, right? So as a result, I would like to skip one day to make sure that I've prepared the stuff and shared with everyone, and everyone gets a chance to ask whatever they need to ask. And then after that, the next day, we're going to have the session, which is going to be called Make It for Someone. And that session is about really finding out who your dream client is and how to get to your dream client, how to identify and get to your dream client online without going anywhere.
Okay, cool. Yeah, check this out.
All right. So yeah, any other questions, guys?
No, nothing. Thank you.
Thank you very much for attending. Thank you very much. I really appreciate. And so we'll probably speak in the next 2 days, which is day after tomorrow. But I'm going to be sending you stuff via email. And anyone, I think, I doubt there's anyone now who's still not confirmed. Their email is not confirmed. But if you did not get this invite, for example, via email, please reach out, because it would mean that your email is not confirmed and therefore you're not getting communication from us. Zandile, I suspect that might be the case with you, but we'll find out. Please check your email to see that you got the invitation for this meeting.
All right, we'll do so. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, guys. Zandile, I'm not going to forget, I'm going to send you the stuff that I know that you've missed so far.
Would appreciate that a lot. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, guys, and let's call it a day.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it. I'm quite excited. I know that. Hey, Mr. Kelly, how are you going to log in when we're leaving? Kid, how are you going to log in when we're leaving? You guys are coming in just when we're leaving.
No, I've been here.
Yeah? Oh, you've been here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I suppose I don't see everyone on this. It doesn't show everyone. The list.
Yeah, I can't get in at 12:30. I was a little late.
Oh,
but yeah, I was.
You were there to see how to use this scorecard.
Yeah, definitely the whole thing.
All right. Is it making sense to you why we're doing it this way?
Yeah, it makes sense.
All right. Thank you very much. Let's
Okay.
close because there's these guys that are already waiting for me out here at the office.
Okay, sure.
Sure. Stop share and then